calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty.
You look at the watch, it was 5 p.m. You sighed and rested your head on couch, lay down completely and drifted in unwanted sleep. 𝐲𝐤 came out from his meeting room. He was about to go inside his cabin, but receptionist approached him. He was about to leave but stopped on Reena's words. He was glaring at her in anger, and she locked her stares at floor. He said that while gritting his teeth. 𝐲𝐤 let a heavy breath out to make him calm. He rushed towards his cabin while ignoring every single person who was trying to approach him for office work. He quickly took his phone out from his desk and dialed your number and put it on speaker. It was ringing. He was staring at the phone screen, waiting for it to get connected, but it showed not answered. He tried again and again, but it could not connect it. Then he tried on landline too, but no one answered the call. He threw himself on his chair before throwing his phone on the table. He pressed his both palms on his face and slid it upwards while brushing his hairs with his fingers furiously. He threw a paper load away from his table furiously, breathing crazily, chest having up and down in anger. Suddenly, his eyes get wide when an unwanted thought rushed in his mind. He took his coat, his phone, then his car keys, and rushed towards the parking area. While wearing his coat, his driver approached him, but he showed his hand as he stopped at his place. He went inside the car before closing the door very hard, making a loud noise, and started the car engine with a roar sound. While tightening his grip over the steering wheels, he was keep increasing the speed. He was keep dialing your number furiously, which was not ready to connect. He locked his gaze at front in waiting to hear your voice, but didn't get any answer from you. He stopped his car when he was in front of his house. He gestured the guards to open the main door before coming out of the car. He rushed towards the door while calling your name. He came in the kitchen while glancing at hallway to search you, but he didn't find you there. His anxiety was already touched over on his patience. Then he rushed towards your shared room. He checked the bedroom, then bathroom too, but you were not there. He dialed your number again and put his phone on his ear while searching for you everywhere. Suddenly, he frozen at his place and eyes get wide open when he heard a familiar sound which was very low. He closed his eyes to listen that sound with more concentration. He opened his eyes quickly within a second when he realized that this is your ringtone. He walked towards the hallway while following that ringtone. He was searching for your phone, but suddenly his eyes fallen at a sleeping figure on the couch, which was all covered by duvet. It was very hard to understand that someone was sleeping at the couch because only your small tiny face was uncovered. His eyes get softened. He sighed in relief, making a whoosh sound. He threw his phone before throwing himself on the couch. He was sitting exactly in front of you, resting his elbows on his knees, cupping his face, staring at your sleeping figure. He was not able to take off his eyes from you, just to make him feel that you are there in front of him. He was glad that all of his thoughts was not true.
But I know I got a lot to prove. They think we're too damaged to fix, but we're just working through a little rust. They like to say we're just young, but I know we won't give this up.
He stand up and walked towards your direction. He came closer towards you and bent down on his knees at your level. Then he slowly tugged your hairs behind your ears, which was brushing your face and disturbing him to see it properly. Then he could not able to hold himself back to give you a soft peck on your forehead.
No matter what they try, I'll stay by your side. It's you and
He was staring at your sleeping figure, admiring you deeply. Suddenly, your eyeballs start shaking as you could feel his hot breath was brushing over your face. You slowly open your eyes before blinking few times. You quickly sat up all straight within a second when you realized that 𝐤𝐤 was sitting in front of you. He was keep staring at you deeply. You fixed your clothes and then hairs while looking away, just to avoid his dark and deadly gaze.
we're just working through a little rust. They like to say we're just young, but I know we won't give this up. Sometimes
You start moving your head from left to right to search your phone, but stopped. when he waved your phone in front of your face.
You and I break our hearts open in half, just to see if we'll put them back. No matter what they try, I'll stay by your side. It's you and I. It's you and
Hands up and asked, while crossing his hands on his chest, as you also stand up while looking down.
Day breaks and I'm burned by the morning light. I make the same mistake more than twice. Same song, but brand new dance. I wear out my second chance. You take my breath and I can't get it back. Might be time for me to face the facts. The best me is with you, but I know I got a lot to prove. They think we're too damaged to fix, but we're just working through it.
He sighed nervously and wanted to avoid that situation, so he started walking towards his office room, but stopped and looked at you before asking,
And some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side. You and I break our hearts open in half, just to see if we'll put them back. No matter what they try, I'll stay by your side. It's you and
Suddenly, doorbells start ringing, and 𝐤𝐤's phone too. You look at the door, then at 𝐤𝐤, as he was not answering the call. 𝐤𝐤 looked at his phone screen, which was denoting Meera. You frowned at 𝐤𝐤's behavior, as he was staring at the phone screen but not answering the call. You were about to go to open the main door, but you went in his office room, but your urge was dodging on your head to know who was there outside at the doorstep. You took few steps towards the shelf, but instead of searching for his file, you took your steps back and went in the balcony, from where you can clearly see who is there outside. What you see next was enough to make your eyes wide open. Your lips get separated in shock. There was a girl who pulled 𝐤𝐤 with her when he opened the main door. She took him behind the car as 𝐤𝐤 was keep looking back while following her. You leaned a little forward just to get a clear view. You squeezed your eyes when she handed something to 𝐤𝐤. You were not able to see what was that, but suddenly you felt a pang on your heart when his lips curled into a big white smile. His gaze was locked at the box which she gave. Then she waved her hand in front of his face to get his attention back. She was about to leave, but 𝐤𝐤 held her hand. Suddenly, she pulled him into a tight hug, making your grip tighten over the balcony's rod. Tears were start rolling down from your eyes, You quickly went inside the room from balcony. You pressed your back at the wall, crying hard. Slowly you sat down and hugged your knees tightly. You were crying hard, not able to control your tears to flow. Suddenly, you felt short of air. You were feeling suffocated. Your hiccup was getting louder, which was making a little noise in that room, as you groaned in pain. You covered your mouth with left palm as you placed your right hand on your chest and pressed a little more, because your heart was keep clenching in every single second. You let out a groan again, still covering your mouth. Suddenly, you flinched when you heard a door's noise. You get up and rushed towards the table and sniffed few times. Your hiccup was not ready to stop. You took his file and glanced at yourself in mirror. You wiped your tears, fixed your hairs and clothes, then walked towards the door. While holding the knob, you took a deep breath, held it for a second, then let it out, before walking out from his office room, as Th entered in living room too. He offered his hand while maintaining his cold expression over his face, but instead of giving that file to him, you just placed that file on the table, making him frown.
오늘도 보내요 그 눈빛을 보내요 나만 사랑할 그 사람 먼발치에 서서 날 기다리고 있는 그대가 바로
He came towards you and made you to sit on the couch and was about to go in the kitchen but stopped. When
웃음만 나와 그저 너와 함께 걸을 뿐인데
he raised his eyebrows at you as you looked at him while he was glaring at you with his dark yet deadly gaze.
너무 쉽게 지나가
You closed your eyes tightly, pressed your lips, making a thin line, and swallowed all your tears as you tried to look normal. He came with a glass of water and sat beside you. He made you drink that water while you were keep staring at him, and his eyes also didn't off from you. Then he placed that glass on the table.
슬퍼 때도 어김없이 서 있는 그대가 바로
You looked at him and asked in a very low voice,
내지 않아도 돼 그저 감싸주면 돼 텅 빈 하늘 아래 너와 나뿐인데 그댈 보며 그대 손 잡으며 내 하루가 너무 쉽게 지나가
You looked in his eyes so that he could see your pain, but you failed.
아픔보다 기쁜 건 내가 배운 삶
He answered in a very casual way, as if he didn't even care, and that made you feel all numb. You let out a little chuckle and spoke in a very low voice while looking away.
함께 할 시간들은 행복으로 가득 찬 고마운 내 사람아
Thanks for watching and please subscribe for the next part.
그대 손 잡으면